Hello friends, welcome to another topic on engineering curves. In this lecture, we will be discussing about assignment number 7 and I will be providing a little help for this assignment. My name is Swapnil Mane and I am assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, Vidyavardhini Vasai. So the first question in assignment number 7 talks about a circle of 50 diameter rolls on a horizontal line for half a revolution and then on the vertical line for another half of revolution without slipping. Draw the curve traced by point P on the circumference of circle considering the initial position of point P on the top of the rolling circle. Now understand, when the point is moving on the circumference and simultaneously it is also translating, this curve traced will be called as a cycloid. In this video lecture, I will be considering the point at the bottom of the rolling circle. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to draw the cycloid by considering the point at the top of the circle. Because it is a help for assignment, we are not going to solve the question completely, but I will consider similar kind of question. The dimensions are same, only we are considering the point at the bottom of the rolling circle. Let's move further. So in order to draw the cycloid, the first step will be to draw a circle of radius. Radius will be 25, this will be diameter, so diameter 50 as in the question it is given for horizontal half revolution, so measure distance equal to pi d by 2, that is 78.5, and we will divide this into 8 parts. Circle is divided into 8 parts, line will be divided into half, that is 4 parts. So 78.5 will be divided into 4 parts by the acute angle method. Then because it is translating in the vertical direction by half of the revolution, we will consider yet another circle at this end point, and from here the circle will start rotating on vertical direction. So we will draw vertical line equal to 78.5 and then divide this also into 4 parts. So total will be 8 parts. So the number of divisions on the circle should match with number of divisions for the line. Once we draw this, from the dimensions made, locate the center of the circle and name it as C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6 up to C8. Also look at, we have divided the circle into 8 parts. Similar 8 divisions we are transferring on the imaginary circles we have drawn at 2 intermediate locations. So when such kind of questions are given, we can start with the first circle, intermediate circle and last circle. With the distance, the next step will be, with the distance equal to radius in the compass and center equal to C1, we have to cut the arc on the first projection. So my initial point is the bottom of the circle. Next point will be on the first projection. Next point will be by center equal to C2 and radius equal to 25 we will cut an arc on the second projection. Next one will be C3 on the projection of 3. Next one will be C4 on the projection of 4. So this way our curve will look like for the first half of revolution. How to go for the second division, second part? Now once this curve ends at this, the circle will start rotating in the vertical direction. So my point from here will try to move this way and then end it up to this. One way to remember how the curve will rotate is, look at the starting point. It is here. When it is rotating or revolving by half a revolution, the point will come exactly opposite to this. That means for half of the revolution the point will move here. That means I know my end point will be here. Similarly, can you tell that if I rotate this circle in the next half, where will my point end? Opposite to this, that means at this point of the circle. That means my point should end at this point. So how it will rotate? Similarly, we can do center equal to C5 and radius equal to 25. We will cut an arc on the projections of 5. So that is here. Then from C6, projections of 6. That means my point will be at this point. Again at C7, on the projection of 7 will be here. And finally C8, projections of 8 will be here. This is how we can draw the cycloid for one half of revolution and the other half of the revolution. Now consider, as per our assignment question, my point is at this point, that is on top of the circle. So that will become my first point, first division. Because it is rotating this way, point number 2 will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Starting point is this. So my first division will be considering C1 and cut an arc on first division. Then C2 on the second division. So and one thing we have to remember, if the point starting point is this, at half the revolution the point will be opposite to this. That means point will come here. That means the curve will start from here and end it over here. Next one will be, it will be rotating in this direction. So end point will be opposite to this. That means where point will be over here. So starting from here, the arc will go this way and then from here up to this way. Right. Another way to look at this question is this way. Because in the question it is not mentioned that the line is horizontal and vertical, it is going downwards or upwards. If you look at the question, rolls on a horizontal line for half a revolution and then on a vertical line for another half of the revolution without slipping. Here it is not mentioned that the vertical line is moving upwards or downwards. Hence there are two solutions possible. One solution is this, another solution will be this way. So first half of the revolution is this way. The curve is exactly drawn the similar way what we have drawn in the first portion. But after this, the circle is going to tilt it. You can see it is rotating without translating. So the curve will be drawn this way, and from here similar way we can draw it for the next half. Here also you listen, you remember this circle here, a starting point is this way, half of the revolution point will be opposite. Then for this half of the revolution starting point is this, so end point will be opposite to this, that means here. Thank you for listening to this topic. If you have any queries, you can personally message me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you very much.